Right now, the global diamond market is collapsing. Wholesale prices have plummeted by 90%, and the corporate cartel that controlled this industry for over a century just took a $100 million loss. For the last 100 years, De Beers operated as a virtual monopoly. They held an iron grip on global distribution, physically controlling the massive mines that pulled these stones from the earth. They maintained that dominance by engineering scarcity. De Beers bought up massive quantities of rough stones and stockpiled them in vaults, carefully releasing only a trickle to the public to ensure the market never flooded. The steep price tag on a diamond was never a reflection of how rare the rocks actually were in the ground. It was the mathematical result of a ruthlessly enforced corporate chokehold. But restricting supply only works if people actually want to buy the product. During the Great Depression, diamond sales were severely faltering, and De Beers realized they needed to push a psychological shift to make their stones a cultural necessity. In 1947, they launched an advertising campaign centered on a single brilliant phrase: "A diamond is forever." They took a rock that scores a perfect 10 on the Mohs hardness scale and linked its physical indestructibility directly to the concept of eternal love. They even dictated the financial rules of courtship. Through targeted marketing, De Beers convinced generations of men that proposing required spending exactly 2 months' salary on a ring. The modern tradition of the diamond engagement ring has nothing to do with ancient romance. It is simply one of the most successful psychological marketing campaigns in human history. Now, that entire model is fracturing thanks to technology. Scientists have perfected methods to grow diamonds in laboratories using intense heat, pressure, or chemical vapors. The resulting stones are physically, chemically, and optically identical to mined diamonds. What takes the Earth billions of years to compress under the crust takes a modern facility just a few weeks to replicate. A business model built entirely on restricted access cannot survive an infinite supply. The math stops working. In 2018, De Beers launched a new brand called Lightbox. They began selling lab-grown diamonds directly to consumers at a shockingly low, flat rate of $800 a carat. The financial press assumed De Beers was finally embracing the technology and adapting to the future. De Beers used Lightbox as a containment strategy, a weaponized market intervention specifically designed to collapse lab-grown prices and neutralize the competition. This chart shows exactly how they attempted to split the market. By pricing every Lightbox stone uniformly at $800, regardless of cut, color, or clarity, De Beers tried to forcefully anchor lab-grown diamonds as a cheap, low-tier commodity. They backed this up with strict rules. De Beers banned third-party genealogical certification for Lightbox stones and explicitly refused to offer them in engagement rings. The objective was to stigmatize lab-grown stones as frivolous fashion jewelry. If consumers saw them as cheap toys, it would protect De Beers' highly lucrative monopoly over the natural bridal market. The market didn't play along. Independent competitors completely ignored De Beers' artificial rules and flooded the space, offering exactly what the cartel wouldn't: high-quality lab diamonds set in engagement rings. This graph illustrates the rapid collapse of the lab-grown pricing structure. As mass production scaled up, wholesale prices plummeted by 90%. Consumers realized they could purchase a stone with the exact same chemical composition for 85% less. The containment strategy bled cash. Lightbox lost over $101 million in a single year, forcing De Beers into a humiliating retreat. By 2025, they shuttered the brand completely. You cannot engineer market rules against infinite supply. De Beers tried to put the technological genie back in the bottle, and it ended in total defeat. The death of Lightbox also forces a reckoning for consumer finance. It exposes an uncomfortable truth about natural diamonds as an investment class. Look at a legitimate financial asset like gold. Gold has deep global liquidity and transparent daily pricing. It offers true fungibility. 1 ounce of pure gold is perfectly interchangeable with another. Diamonds fail every single one of those basic tests. They are highly illiquid. Their valuation relies entirely on subjective human grading, and there is no universal market index to track their worth. The resale market reflects this. The moment a natural diamond leaves the jewelry store, it instantly loses 30 to 60. In practice, a diamond functions as a depreciating consumption good rather than a reliable vehicle for wealth preservation. The absolute control De Beers once exerted through artificial scarcity and psychological engineering has fragmented under the weight of new technology. The price tag you see on a lab-grown diamond today finally reflects the actual cost of producing the material, stripped entirely of cartel markups. Thanks for watching. Let us know down in the comments, would you buy a lab-grown diamond? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Viral Scope.